Oh god, it's like the necessary tools have been gathered. Begin the ritual. Yes. Placement of the candles is the first step in the invocation ritual. How will you arrange them? In a cross! In a star! In a circle. So it was a circle,
yes,
right?
Circle first.
The lit candles form the shape of a circle as the flames dance through your soul. And then it was the symbol of light, which is the little slime monster. Pour the salt in the symbol of light. And then what was after that? I didn't hear you reading after that. You just started mumbling.
After the salt is the bell. Ring it once.
How many times will you ring the bell? 1 time. The resonance of the bell stirs the darkness around you.
An offering of blood.
And then... Ah, damn it. Why is it blood? Offer a clipping of hair. Give your spit. No, spill your blood. You spill your blood and the spirits are pleased. Ooh, what is the phrase?
I am the light, the dark, and the nether in between. Reaching out to you, dweller of the hollow void, deliver your will upon me.
You summon Abrax.
Is that it?
An echoing voice calls out, resonating around the ritual chamber from beyond the veil. When it reaches ear-splitting volume, shaking the very ground you stand on, a gateway appears, and the form of Abrax emerges. I have traveled far to heed your call, Summoner. Pray that your cause is great enough to match the toll you must abide by for the gift of my presence. I don't have rope. I need rope. The demon sniffs the air. I sense that you seek passage away from here. Such passage I can grant. However, my arduous travels have inspired a great thirst. Come closer to me, Summoner, so I may replenish. No, thank you. The demon beckons. Step closer, stay where you are, move farther away. 1 big ol' step back. Impudence! I will be appeased. The demon howls, and you're flung across the room and into the far wall by an unseen force. If you will not give, then I will take everything. Oh, that's why you gotta give. When you come to, the demon is standing over you, dripping ichor into your face. Now, foolish summoner, I shall drink you to the last drop. I'm just a dry, empty husk on the bottom of the floor. The demon plunges both of its hands directly into your heart, absorbing your blood, innards, and vital essence in a matter of seconds, leaving you a dry, empty husk on the floor. You are fully consumed by the demonic entity, leaving nothing left. Restart!
Was it worth it?
Yes. Yes, it was.
So from all the books and stuff that you read, since you were the one who actually read them out loud, you probably remember more than I do. Did it say anything about the summoning? Like, don't do it?
Rope. It says something about rope, but I don't think we can actually get the rope.
Uh-huh.
Because I didn't find it anywhere. I mean, it said summonings were dangerous. We didn't read the original books, the first 3 in the room with the fireplace.
Are you going to be going directly into this one again, or are you going to go to the other puzzle again?
No, I'm going to go directly into this one. I just feel like I could die multiple times if you just want to let me read some of these. Every third moon, Lady Ballantine issued a call throughout the kingdom seeking suitors to satiate her particular desires. So powerful was her allure, her dark majesty, that dozens of able-bodied men and women would flock to the gates of her spire and bear themselves without shame or hesitation for her meticulous scrutiny, the most pleasing of whom were selected and granted entrance to her palace, where they were stripped, washed, and anointed in preparation. In small groups, the devotees would be led to the Empress's private chambers, which would echo with screams of passion for hours on end. Without fail, they proved eager, attentive lovers, their bodies pressed against the Empress en masse in writhing ecstasy, entangled in the thrall of their fatal pleasures. For when each participant reached the height of passion, their beloved Empress would caress them lovingly as she produced a sharp blade and drove it deep inside them, lapping up their crimson essence, and running her fingers through their gaping wound as the life spilled from them. Despite the glimpse of their impending fate, the evening's proceedings continued until one after another each devotee eagerly succumbed to the Empress's unflinching need. And when the final breath rattled free from the last pair of lips, all that remained was the Empress, cloaked in their entrails and flush with the gleaming power none could resist.
Uh-huh.
On to the creeping doom! Oh, well, you become engrossed in a particular passage. Day 12. My trek through the azure forest has been far from uneventful. Today the East River current caught me in crossing, and it was full 15 minutes later that I managed to snag a passing branch downstream and hoist myself to the riverbank, dripping head to toe. I write this entry, I'm sure to the great amusement of nearby woodland creatures, in my birthday suit, while my clothes dry by the fire. I do hope they hurry up and get on with it soon. This log is chafing my backside. Not a great end to the otherwise productive day. Day 13. Today's shortcut through the swamps was expectedly unpleasant. Blech. What a reeky bog. But I believe it will be worth the effort should it shave a few days' hike off my path to the base of Mount Grabund. I hope to begin my ascent as soon as possible. Unfortunately, Mother Nature has a warped sense of humor. I'm being bitten all to hell by mammoth-sized mosquitoes, and I seem to be developing some sort of aggressive rash on my posterior. Perhaps I caught a touch of the poison oak after yesterday's watery shenanigans? Lovely. Day 14 was starting to feel a bit sore. I was starting to feel a bit sore down there. On a whim, I dug out my shaving mirror to have a look at my aching bum. And what would you know it? It's covered in red welts. Looks like some kind of nasty bites of some sort. Itchy bastards, too. I like this person. I want to meet them.
Interesting.
I must have gotten a little turned. It's the way they talk. I must have gotten a little turned around after my swamp excursion because I don't appear to be anywhere near the proper base of the mountain. The forest is thicker around these parts too, which makes it hard to get my bearings. Also, last night I woke to a start when I felt something crawling on me. Gave me the heebie-jeebies. But after I bolted up and pranced around like a fool, I couldn't find anything there. Curious. Same thing happened to me the other day. I was in the basement and I thought something was creeping on my hair, but it was just after I had cut it, so it was actually just some of my hair falling off my head onto other bits of my hair, and I could feel it. Day 17. Finally found my way to a nice grassy clearing, but tripped over something and twisted my ankle. Yay! When I went to investigate, I found the skeletal remains of some kind of deer-like creature. Gross. Decided to make my camp here anyway, because I'm sick of pine pitch and pokey branches. Some intrepid explorer I turned out to be. Day 18. I'm beginning to think the cartographer was on some kind of psychedelic herb when he sketched this particular map. It feels like I'm going in circles. I also noticed something peculiar today, but I can't quite put my finger on it. The trees just looked a little funny. Maybe I'm getting delirious from eating nothing but canned beans and squirrel meat. Maybe I'll sprout buck teeth and develop a taste for acorns. At least the welts on my ass are now healing up nicely. I like how before it was like posterior, bum, and now it's just like ass.
You know what we're talking about here.
Day 21. Finally! Think I've found my way back on track here. Things are looking up. Day 23. Damn it, those nasty bites have returned, and they've spread. Hurts like hell now. This is no joke. Something is not right here. The sound of the forests seem to have gotten louder, too. I keep thinking I'm seeing things out of the corner of my eye, but when I turn, there's nothing there. Am I going batty? Think it's time to bag this trip and head back to civilization. Screw the mountain. Day 25. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're all over me, and they've changed. They're like big bulbous pimples or something. Awful, awful,
Gross.
awful. I need to get to a medic. I need out of here.
I said
What?
gross.
Yep. The writing is getting more scribbled and harder to read. Day 26. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're everywhere. I've been retching blood, have a fever. I don't think I'm going to make it. You can barely make out this passage. Day 27. One of the damn things popped open on my arm and something crawled out. God help me, they're all over. I don't know what's That's the last entry.
Gross.
Yep. The last one is nothing left to give. It describes a young couple's struggle for survival while lost in an Arctic storm. I don't think that'll be helpful. None of the others have been helpful. I just want to move on. Okay, I'm gonna catch up now.
Okay.
Book of Fraud and Fakery. Gimme, 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 gimme. Close book. Back. North wall. Desk. Room key. Click. Examine. Strange markings. Ancient symbol. Strange click. Did I need to read one of these? No. I didn't. Do I need to read any of these? Oh, you know what I didn't read? Demonic Entities from Beyond, a primer. Let me see if it has anything on this guy in it. Da-da-da-da-da-da. The Great One, the Divine Serpent, is known by many names in different forms, yet all visages and incarnations are but faces of a gleaming crystal. Did you read this one?
I think I did.
Oh.
Possibly. Possibly not out loud, though.
Aberixanth. Known by other names, the Gatekeeper, the Traveler, Dweller of the Void. This is the guy we were dealing with, so it must be important. It is said when the planar spheres collide, the 13th gate will open between worlds. This is the kingdom of Aberixanth. A swirling void of temporal echoes. Should this aspect choose to emerge, it will require a willing penance of vitality from the summoner, though it may fully consume the unwary. Oh, I know!
You noticed?
Known by other names, the Seducer, Keeper of Secrets, the Forgotten Fire. Beyond the 6th gate lies the domain of Zeresol, a burning plain, awash in a sea of souls churning endlessly in turbulent motion. This aspect will appear in a form it believes will speak to your inner heart. Beware its captivating pull, lest you be consumed by its fire. Oh, these are different people. So I guess just give him his tax.
Oh, I just realized something.
What?
What if you're not trying to do all of the rituals?
What if you're only trying to do one? Because the Call of Kalal, the last one, it says, I'm ready to solve your challenge and be absolved through the ancient knowledge impart upon me your ever-shifting wisdom. Yeah. Kalal. The realm of Kalal lies between the 2nd and 8th gates, which merge into a single doorway, opening the path to its obfuscated domain. Do not be surprised by deceit from this aspect, which is known for dooming summoners incapable of solving its arcane conundrums. That's the one I want to summon. How do I summon that one?
Me first.
It doesn't say how to, it just says it's one of the things you can do.
You ready?
Wait, you can choose who you summon?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I thought we had to do them all in a row, but what if we only have to do the one? Because we're just summoning the same demon in different forms. I thought we had to go through each progressive form, but if we could just, like, summon it in the final form as it is, I mean, like, it's just gonna ask me a riddle. Like, oh no, it's a puzzle. Oh no. I might die, in which case I'm gonna be pissed because I already had to go back through all of the other things.
Why do you think I was okay with not dying?
With
dying, rather.
Alright, it's gonna be 5th form. So, placement of the candles is the first step in the invocation ritual. How will you arrange them? In a cross. Shadows dance upon the walls of the ritual chamber. They make a swirling mass of malevolent shapes that seem to be eyeing you with great interest. Shit. Drawing the ancient symbol is the next step in the invocation ritual. Which symbol will you draw? It is the labyrinth. Which is it? Symbol 4? Yes.
So you want to invoke the 5th form, right?
Yes. I've got my notes.
Oh.
I'm good. You pour the salt in the symbol of the labyrinth. Intonation of the summoning bell marks the next phase of the invocation ritual. How many times will you ring the bell? I will ring it 3 times. The resonance of the bell stirs the darkness around you. The ritual now commands an offering of sacrifice to be made to entice a response back from the Dark Ones. What will you sacrifice? I'ma spit on it. You spit into the altar and it sizzles. You must now recite the final incantation to complete the ritual. Which passage shall you recite? I don't have a rope. That's what I'm reciting. I mean,
I am ready to solve.
I kept reading them wrong. I was like, my suffering is great. I am the light. Oh shit, I'm doomed. I am ready to solve. You summon Kalal. A portal opens.
How do you feel about that
And
summoning?
Great. Spot on. Whose barbed proboscis and larval frame twitches as it addresses you. Summoner.
Which symbol was for him?
Labyrinth?
Okay, the swirly one.
Summoner, you seek passage from here. I seek to harvest your intellect. A fair trade, perhaps, though I do not wish to be disappointed. Prepare your mind, Summoner. Which of these other names am I not known by? Shit.
Sis, what was the fourth symbol in the codex?
Truth?
That was the fourth one?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I beat Kalal because mine was easier than yours.
Okay, which of these other names I am not known by? The Transmuter?
What are the other
The
answers?
Puzzle Keeper? The Truth Eater? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wait. Wait. It wasn't Kalal that was known as the Truth Eater. Right? It was a different form, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Because the Transmuter, the Puzzle Keeper, the Truth Eater,
I didn't make notes
and
like you did.
Shapeshifter Adept. This is gonna screw me over. I'm gonna click the Truth Eater because I think it was a different form. And that's the only one out of these that I remember. And it didn't say Kalal, so... for yes. Your intellect is most satisfying, most fulfilling. You have served me well, Summoner. And for that I will let you pass. The entity disappears and the altar splits in half.
A dark, malevolent energy spews forth from the cracked altar. You're momentarily blinded by the brilliant flash of light.
When you regain your sight, you find yourself back in the gallery. With all three...
Yay, now I have to go through the other two.
All three things done! Oh, okay. Sorry.
Now you have to wait for me, you know that, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
As you proceed into a narrow hallway, the
wait,
entrance
wait.
crumbles behind you. What? No, we're not doing
No,
an
we
intro.
didn't read the
Forget
other
that.
page. I read the first paragraph and
Oh.
stopped.
My bad. Never mind. Go ahead. Ignore my screen.
The
thought you read it all.
disemboweled being stumbles forward, attempting to shovel its own innards back inside its decimated torso. It fails and fumbles to the floor, shattering in a spray of liquescence and rotten meat. Nothing left remains of the foul, doomed creature, but the path forward is now clear.
So as you proceed into the narrow hallway, the entrance crumbles behind you, blocking you in. There's nowhere to go but forward.
You round the corner
You round the... Go ahead. Sorry.
into
my
an
bad.
open
I stepped
room
on your toes there.
with a stone obelisk in the center. To be fair, we had spent like most of the past 2 hours in different dungeon parts, so.
True. As you gaze upon its surface, the stone resonates as a blinding flash of crimson light envelops the chamber.
You feel the pain inside you has changed. The sickness eating you from within is gone.
You feel reborn anew. That is your name now. Reborn anew.
But something else has crept into that void.
Something wicked,
Something dark and malevolent.
gnawing at you with a different kind of hunger.
Serpentine desires.
Needs of the flesh.
It cries out for escape.
It cries out.
For escape.
You strain your mind and force it back down deep within, but you are unsure of how long you can keep it under control.
Mine's going really slow. Oh, here it is. There's a hallway to the north and a hallway to the south. North.
North.
Wait, I'm gonna go south.
It's just back to the same room we were
I know,
in.
but there might have been something that fell down. It just as the pathway to the west has completely collapsed, there's no turning back.
The hallway is filled with bright light emanating from the chamber ahead. Continue to the north or return south.
As you
And nothing happens if you return south, so...
As you step foot in this room, there at the far side of the chamber opens into a massive swirling portal. You can see vestiges of the normal human world peeking through on the other side. It's time for fun with portals! Yeah! The darkness within grows anxious.
So are you gonna have fun with portals or not?
I'm gonna have fun with portals.
I am not. I'm going to move away from the portal.
You first.
The corrupting hunger within is strong, but your will is greater. As much as you wish to return home, you realize the dire consequences and doomed fates awaiting the innocents on the other side of the portal should you cross the threshold. Aw, you got the fun ending. Resigned to your fate, you sit down to watch the human world ebb and flow from within the confines of your grim prison for eternity. Hang on. You don't know. Go ahead and read until you get to the screen where it says restart, then stop reading, and then we'll tell each other what they say.
Okay. Holding your breath, you walk straight
Okay.
into the portal. And eat a Cheeto. And emerge on the other side, outside your apartment door. It's home. You're relieved to see a familiar setting and leave the horrors you've encountered behind. But something feels off. You open the door and peek inside your apartment. It's hell, apparently. It's quiet. It's not until you step over the threshold that you catch a glimpse of the person lying on the floor next to the table. You're dead! You walk closer, gazing into the milky white eyes that stare blankly at the ceiling. Unblinking, not breathing. They're your eyes. Your face. Your body. It's you. But it can't be. You're here. What's happening? In a daze, you step over your own stiffened corpse and make your way through the living room. Haha, living room, because you're dead. You make it to the bathroom, hit the light, and catch your reflection in the mirror. Oh man.
Can't wait to see this.
I'm so cool. The hunger within you, something. You no longer have control. It's time to feed. Congrats! You've achieved the fairly ultra horrible ending. Play again and test your fate to achieve the slightly less horrible ending. Because, well, horrible endings are horrible.
Mine says, congrats, you've achieved the slightly less awful ending. Play again and test your fate to achieve the maximum horrible ending. Because, well, why not? Like, it just gave up, collect all the endings. I don't know what to tell you, friend. That was fun. I liked that. I liked that a lot.
I do too. And surprisingly, that was only 5 minutes for the last section, so...
I'll probably slit the last episode in about half and then tack this on at the end of it.
Or maybe 2 or 3 or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, my nose. Try not
You can
to...
kind of see my lip is burned in the camera. I didn't notice that.
Mm.
Burned my lip. Boiled it, technically, but
Yeah.
it's just burned.
She
I got it while eating, so no one believes that I boiled my lip.
She basically decided to kiss Grill Bay.
No. I just really wanted my roast beef in gravy. And the gravy was still boiling, and I said, I don't give a fuck, and ate it, and it fell and slapped my face. So there you go. There's your lesson. Be a good person.
And don't
lock
eat
yourself in a
boiling
dungeon.
gravy.
And don't eat boiling gravy. Or drink it. That's probably bad too.
Don't drink the gravy. But, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was really fun.
Oh, wait, no. But if you do something stupid like that, put aloe vera on it. It helps way more than ice, burn cream, and anything else.
Zinc oxide is also a really great way of doing it. It prevents the scarring afterwards. You might get minimal scarring, but it actually, it stabilizes your skin so you don't just, turn into a... I was about to say something mean.
Burn victim.
Okay. I mean, you're still... But, yeah. I was about to say something mean about a particular superhero that...
Wait, which one?
villain.
Which one are you going to make fun of? Why would you make fun of my
That's
special
why I
superhero?
stopped! I didn't do it! Don't blame...
Which one?
No,
Make fun of them.
No,
Which one? Make fun.
Why are you happy about it? Good night, all.
Because I want to know which one. No, I want to know which one you're talking about. No, you're not leaving. This episode isn't ending until you tell me which one it's about. Is it Rorschach? No, he's not burned. I don't care. You're telling me. I'm not ending my recording until you tell me. I will just keep it on. I will leave it recording overnight while I sleep until the next time we talk in a few days to so that you can tell me which one in particular you are referring to. No, I will wait until I come home, get on camera, and say, she said it was this one, and then turn it all off. And then when the electric bill is outrageously high and my mom complains, you can pay for it. 'Cause it's your fault. A hint I know? A hint I know? Oh, do you mean Deadpool? I mean, he's not, like, technically burned. He's just, like, scarred massively. I mean, it was all cancer. No chemicals, just cancer. Just cancer. It was all the cancer's fault. If it weren't for the cancer, he would be fine. He would still be sexy Ryan Reynolds and not sex with an avocado that had sex with an even grosser avocado. Okay, bye everybody.
Okay, so I had to turn this back on just to tell you. She gross. Okay.
You gross.
She real gross. Also, chemical burns.